Something horrific happened to you when you were 19.
Yeah.
May I have your permission to talk about that?
I give you permission?
Okay, because I wouldn't violate your privacy without...
No, it's totally okay.
Okay, all
We're
right.
here for everything.
You understand why I asked. I wouldn't just
Yes,
do that.
I understand.
Let's take a look at this.
I don't trust men. Part of the reason is when I was 19, I was raped by 2 men.
I was passed out. They tagged my body. They wrote with Sharpie their names all over me, and all I remember is saying no and crying. I never really got help for it. I reported it to the police. My father went with me, and then they told me, sorry, we can't help you. Not in our district. Get help elsewhere. After they had already had me explain all the nasty that had happened to me in front of my dad. Once they said that to me, I took my phone and I started bashing my head, and I broke the screen and I snapped it in half, and I tried getting the pieces and I tried cutting my legs up. I lose myself. I get lost in myself.
On behalf of the adult generation, the mental health profession, law enforcement, if nobody has apologized to you for the manner in which this was mishandled and the manner in which it wasn't handled afterwards, let me just say on behalf of everybody involved, I'm really sorry this happened this way. I'm sorry it happened to you. I'm sorry it was handled the way it was handled after it did. And I'm sorry the right steps haven't been taken since it did happen, but that's going to change today. But I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay? That's just terrible. That's just terrible. And there's one thing you won't hear me say today, and that's I know how you feel. Because you haven't been through what you've been through, to be violated in that way, to have your body violated, have them write on you and file you in that way, and then to be made to recount that in front of your father. I'm sorry you had to hear all of that. I know you wanted to kill somebody when that happened, but to have to do that and you sit there and hear that, and then they say, oh, well, not our district, can't help you. Goodbye. It just, what the hell? I mean, seriously, what the hell is going on? And then so you're left to deal with that. And while I can't tell you that I know how you feel, I can tell you that I have talked to many, many survivors of rape, sexual assault, and abuse. And I know that one of the reactions is a sense of helplessness and powerlessness and rage and devaluation, that they tend to begin to self-medicate to kill the pain. There's a high incidence of cutting and the things that you're doing, a high incidence of beginning to take high-risk behaviors because there's a devaluation, like I don't care what happens to me. At this point, a tendency to define themselves as, well, this is just what I'm worth. It's just I've been violated and I'll never be okay again. It leaves a gaping, horrible wound. And for you, that's never been attended to. It's never been healed. It's never even been acknowledged. And when I see you raging and I see you reacting to authority and to men and this kind of snap here and a Marine type father, you're paying for the sins of others.